That's why in sit akakoyoza kuhlule necomedy. Now hits your 10, say the name gun blower. Asisheki nje umfanekiso brain uyawdrawa.
CSA in Nairobi. Punchlines, passports everywhere. I am here shooting a special brought to you by Arts and Culture. Zanzi Golden Economy brought us here in Nairobi. We're shooting a special. It's gonna be amazing. We are going through Africa. The cap is traveling. The cap is flying. Yes, yeah. Yes,
CSA, the cap, the traveling man, passports and punchlines. We're in Nairobi. We manifested this thing for 5 years, talking to people. How do we get to Kenya? When we were inspired by Long John Jonasi, who's now in America. And then, we pushed, and then we came to Nairobi. We are here. We're in Nairobi, and this is the man that hosted us. We shot a special here. We were treated amazingly, as expected, bruh, as expected, because all South African comedians now, we seem to be coming to Nairobi, and this is the man who's hosting us, Doug. Grootman, how are you?
I'm good, my brother. How are you?
I'm very well. Kakawangu. Let me say Kakawangu. So that people must know that Kaka is not offensive in this part.
No, it's a beautiful word.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So tell us, man, like your background, your background in comedy, and why this?
Oh, yeah, my background in comedy, man, it goes way back. But the initial thing, I started doing comedy 15 years ago when I was a student in Canada. I was a college student there, and then I finished my time. Then I came to Kenya, and the only stages I could get was not. It was a TV show. It was Churchill show.
Okay.
That was not a room. It was a show.
Okay.
So it's like, that's not stage time. So we started building. Look at me. I'm already speaking with the South African accent. Like, yeah, it's not stage time.
It's not stage time.
So we started. It started the stand-up collective. For the purposes of just having stage time for me and my friends, and then building that community and that audience. And then over time, we've grown nicely, and we have a beautiful community around us that supports us. And now we also have the physical space, which is Nairobi Laugh Bar, courtesy of Levels Hotel and Chemi Chemi, which is a partnership we've had for over 2 years now. Where we run the space exclusively, and it's a full-time comedy club here in Nairobi, and it's been an amazing situation, man.
It's amazing. The culture shock for me, because when I watched Jerry Seinfeld's series long time ago, he said he will do the same set many times in the same club, like the whole week in one club. I'm like, they host comedy the whole week in one club, because I've never seen it. Comedians were here from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's comedy club. It's not just once a week, it's every day.
Yes, sir. I mean, we do sometimes we do 5 times a week. And it's amazing. And it's the same idea. And that's the goal, is to be able to have comedians bring their art and perform it properly in front of an audience that loves it. And I mean, we've even already experimented with multiple nights for the same headline, and we did it. And I think the third time we did it was last 2 weeks ago when we had Robbie Collins. We did 3 nights. And it was also, we had planned it properly. So that's the goal, and we hope to be able to keep it up and have guys performing. We have 2 stages. We have this one, the main stage, and then we also have the dopamine stage, which is upstairs, which is for smaller one-man shows, trials and stuff like that. And man, we're trying, but we are happy for where we have reached,
I like how successful people are always saying, we are trying. This is something that I've never seen in my life, and this is what I appreciate about comedy. It's the traveling part. That, this house is so dedicated to comedy. I've never seen a house that dedicated to comedy. So at school, what were you studying? That because I want to know, like, we were studying something so serious that you came to comedy and be that serious about comedy.
For school, I studied business administration and marketing. That was my major. Marketing was my major. And I did that for a whole of 3 years. I kind of dropped out when I started touring.
Okay.
But I already had the skills, I felt. I was like, I already have the skills for business, but I really want to do comedy. And then I did it, and comedy was great, and then my time in Canada ended. So I came back home, and I started doing other things, construction here. I was doing farming a little bit.
Okay.
But then I realized comedy is obviously my first love. I have to go back. So I was like 1.5 years sabbatical, and I was like, nah, this is not working. Actually 2 years. I was like, I gotta start doing comedy. That's now when I started the stand-up. And that's when the business skills came back.
Okay.
Whenever I studied, I wanted to study it because I thought that was the right thing. Because even when I finished high school, my goal was to figure out, to learn business. But everyone was telling me I was already doing well in drama, in art. I was a painter. They're like, you're gonna be an artist. I was like, yeah. So why don't you go and study it? And I'm like, I already know enough about that. I don't want to study that again. So I studied business, but I didn't think it would be to support my art. Like I studied because everyone was like, yeah, you cannot do all these things. Just do something that is proper, a proper job. So I studied to get a proper job. And then in the middle of studying, I realized, I cannot do it.
Yes,
I have to do, and then comedy now worked.
It just aligned.
It just aligned accidentally, man.
And, and that's the breath of fresh air in this thing, because like you bring business to comedy, because we know a lot about fame and comedy, so that's why we come to you. We are so humbled to experience what you've built with both your academics and with your talent at the same time, because they go hand in hand. So your treatment, you hosting us, here, and all the South Africans are gonna come one by one.
Yes,
and
we're gonna come too. We're gonna come to South Africa.
Yes, and you're so serious that when we got here, we didn't struggle to get equipment, because you have a production company in a house, so you're shooting here in the house as well.
Yes, we do. Yeah.
What inspired that part? It's also business.
It's also business, but now the irony is, the funny thing is, one of my friends from high school, we used to do drama together.
Okay.
We finished Form 4, which is the 12th grade. I went to study business. He went to study journalism, and then he was really he did theater, acting, and then by the time he was 23, his name is Eric Morioki.
Okay.
Morioki. He started doing. He went into production. He loved production. He was doing it, and he was doing it here and there. He's a director, film director. Gets hired. He produces, gets hired there, and then he had this small outfit. So when I started making stand-up, collecting a business, he was also on the verge of making his business a business, like Tribesman. So that he's not just a hired hand. He wanted to create a production house. So I say, we started the same way. We come back together. We have the same. But we have a partnership where we're sharing resources. That was how we started, softly, by sharing resources. So we could not afford an office individually, but him and I, we paid for one office. We paid for one office, and then even as we grew, now everyone can afford their own office. But we realized, it worked better. So it's even better now that we just make it a big company with two departments: the production and the comedy part.
Wow.
And it's worked beautifully. We've even put out a show. We have a very good sketch show. It's called A Very Kenyan Sketch Show.
Okay.
That's one of the first products we fully collaborated the companies together.
Okay.
And it did very well on YouTube and stuff like that. But yeah, the idea was we partner up, we bring our disciplines together, and we create something bigger that none of us can achieve individually alone.
Exactly. And I like the fact that business has taught you that most of the time you're not even here, but the business is running there. You have a team that's running things, so it's the machine is just automatic.
Absolutely. We have an amazing team of people who run the machine.
How long did that take you to build a team? Because a team is not an easy thing to put together.
That is it's been a long process. It's a very long process of trial and error. At least 4 years now. We're trying to figure it out. You get the right people. Sometimes you keep getting the wrong, till finally you get the right people. And it's not even the wrong people. You have the right people for that stage, and then most of them grow with you. Some of them they lose the direction, they stop. But ultimately, it's they grow in the same way. They grow in the same way, and as long as they're aligned with the company, it actually works very nice because, and a lot of members of our team are they love the art. They come in, they're like, I love this, I cannot do it, but I want to support it.
Yes,
and that has been one of our biggest achievements, even in recruiting a team members. We just find people who just come themselves. They're like, I would love to do this for free. And it's like, okay, that's good. What do you have? Oh, those are good skills. We can figure out how to give value to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, it's beautiful, man, and I'm grateful again, like that I came here. And I got to learn a lot of things, like what you just said, and just learning that the borders right now, they are open. You don't need visas to come to Kenya. You don't need a visa to come to South Africa. So now, going forward, this is us disappearing for 3 months or a month, just going on tour around our own continent.
Absolutely.
And I think in the future, it will be nice to communicate with people that understand business, like you. So that, when we move, aware that these are the things that we're supposed to achieve,
Absolutely, man. And that's, that's the most amazing thing. The idea that we as comedians and artists can practice our craft in our continent without all these fights. So it would be nice. I like what the government in South Africa and Kenya, they did when they removed the visa. Because I know that's the first thing I did. I flew to South Africa. Literally, within 3 months of the announced the no more visa, traveled just to be like, hey, I want to do comedy there. And it's such a weird thing because it was not even that expensive, but it was the spirit of the visa is, hey, we don't want you to come till with. But like when they removed it, it's small money. You didn't save much from flight, but it's like the spirit of that openness is what makes you want to come.
That you could be anyway. And I was excited here because I saw like there's comedians, they're also passionate about this thing, and I'm like, since in South Africa we've been doing comedy for all these years, sometimes we get to book the same people over and over and over and over. So now the borders are open. Now I can bring your house to Gqeberha, to Port Elizabeth, and to Cape Town,
Exactly.
So it's gonna be a beautiful thing, and I hope we're gonna have great years going forward.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Now, thanks to thanking the governments, man. I would like to thank the Sports, Arts and Culture, Mzansi Golden Economy for funding us and taking us to Nairobi. We flew the flag. He took us to Tanzania as well. We went to Tanzania, Arusha, and we shot our special here, which will be out. By the time you see this, the special is out. Nice. We shot it here. At this man's brainchild, and what I've noticed is that even the comedians are young. They are young,
very young. They're very talented
and very talented.
Hungry.
Yes, like
very hungry.
No, I don't want to take more of your time. I just want to say thank you for hosting us. We spent 4 days here. It's such a nice thing to sleep where you're gonna perform. You study everything, putting together the equipment, the shooting. We didn't even lift a finger. You hosted us very well, and I hope more South African comedians want to, or any other comedian in the continent who wants to come to Nairobi. This is a space, man. It's beautiful. The audience is welcoming. Let's learn about each other's culture, and I believe it's only comedy that's gonna do that.
Comedy is gonna do that.
Yes, sir.
It's the biggest passport. Comedy is the best passport right now. I'm so happy you've come through. Like we've heard of you for many years. We've tried to figure it out. Obviously, even we spoke. I don't know when we spoke last year. I'm so glad you could make it. I'm so glad, and it was such a treat. For the people who came to the show yesterday, they were like, some didn't even know, they didn't expect what to see, and they were like, my brother, what a nice thing to be able to watch you perform. I've gotten so many messages. I showed you some of the messages.
Yeah, you showed me some of the messages.
Heartfelt. What an amazing luck for them to be able to see you perform here.
No, I'm the blessed one to be here, and just to know, when you write your jokes in your room, you don't know how it's gonna land to the audience, but when it lands to a whole different culture of people, like in another country like that, like we're all black people, but somehow we've not experienced the same things, and for them to experience me and appreciate my work like that, it was amazing.
It was amazing. Let me even point out one of the things. Even some of your bits have like phrases in Setswana. What is the language you were using?
Xhosa.
Yeah, like they have phrases in short. It was so nice to see you work it, like say it exactly. You didn't even translate.
Yeah.
You just did it first and then explained it.
Yeah,
That was pure art to watch.
Yeah,
Man.
wow, man. Yeah, because you shouldn't be. It's comedy, so you shouldn't know. You shouldn't be afraid to be yourself. You know, because that's what the people enjoy. So that's what you are teaching here. Because we have a small room for someone to try out their stuff, you know, and then you have a big room for everyone, you know, who has balls to do this thing, you know. So, man, thank you. We are so inspired by you, and I'm really grateful. You know, this is the best gift I've received in 2025. In my whole entire comedy career, this was amazing. Like I've never received. You know how powerful this industry is, right?
Yeah.
Everything is difficult, you know.
Yes.
But to come to a space that everything is here, it was like a treat, you know, and the audience is understanding. So thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you for opening your doors to us, and thank you, Nairobi, for being kind and coming through to a show when you don't even know who the comedian is and enjoy it and paid. So thank you so much, sir.
Absolutely. Thank
Keep it up. Thank you, Papa.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, man. Thank you. Thank you.